Hi guys, so today we are going to be talking about anorexia recovery and hormones, because when you recover, your hormones start turning themselves back on again. And so we need to know how and why it does it so that we know more about it. So first of all, let's talk about why do our hormones switch themselves off during anorexia. Your body's realised that you're not eating properly, you're not eating things that would be classed as a normal class diet, and so it's put itself on high survival alert, which means that it needs to switch off certain parts of your body in order for you to be basically alive. So it switches all the hormones which are located in your pituitary gland, which is a part of your brain that will deal with all your endocrine system and all your hormones and stuff, and it switches it off so that you'll be able to live, basically. It's an unnecessary item that your body can do away with. So when you start recovering, then basically your pituitary gland has to take a while to switch things back on, and this may take a really long time. It took me a long time. It's only taken me now to actually stop growing again. So as you can tell, I have my phone out here because there are lots of long words to do with hormones that are quite useful, but I don't know them off by heart, so we're just going to do it from here. There's a hormone called TSH which helps stimulate the glands here, your thyroid glands, to produce something called thyroxine, which then will help with growth. It also helps to actually produce one called cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone which maintains your blood sugar, your blood pressure, your metabolism. Obviously, because you've been anorexic, it's switched itself off, and surprisingly, you'd think that because you're so you are doing lots of exercise maybe, or you're doing lots of stuff, you think you've got a very high metabolism, and actually you haven't got one at all. Basically what happens is because you're not eating a lot of food and your body realises it's starving, it slows down your metabolism, which means your blood sugar is lower, and also your blood pressure becomes quite low as well, which isn't really helpful and isn't very healthy. On a much more positive note, we get love hormones back, which basically means we can have relationships again. Yay! And we can love things, and we can love life and love people and everything. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen in a way that we expect. And it didn't happen in the way I expected. When my love hormones got turned on, it was like puberty again, in which I loved anything and everything in sight. It was just a second bout of puberty for me. Which brings me on to the story of the one person I loved during my anorexia love hormone growth kickstart. Of course, due to reasons, I will keep this person anonymous and keep the profession silent and everything else, just because, well, it's quite embarrassing. They don't know it, and it's quite embarrassing for me, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, because I look back at it and I find it quite funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but I love it anyway. I started recovering when I was in college in my first year, and so round about the winter autumn term time, my hormones started to kick themselves back in, which is great, and my love hormones started to come back in, but not in the way I expected. I clapped eyes on the first thing I saw, and my brain immediately made love connections with that person. It meant that I got nervous, I got sweaty, more sweaty than usual. Thanks body. It went a little something like this. Alright guys, today we are going to talk about this little number that we talked about last week. Now, can anybody tell me about the female representations in this movie? Yes. Eleanor. Yes, well, I think that the female representations in this movie are actually quite strong, particularly with Sarah, because she is a very strong woman in terms of representing her wrongs in the past. Yes, very good. It shows a woman's struggle to try and right her wrongs. And can you also tell me about the male representations in this? I also think that males in this movie take a very lesser role compared to usual Hollywood movies, and they're either seen as very evil, or they are seen as very sidekick-y. I hope that's a word. And I also think that you're very good looking. Excuse me, what? I never said that. I never said anything. Did you hear that? Did any of you hear that? No, that's just you. Your ears are playing with you. No, I didn't say that at all. No, I didn't, did I? No. I bet you could kind of guess what type of profession I fell in love with. So yeah, that wasn't great. Luckily for me, this whole love hormone thing didn't last for very long, and finally, after Christmas, my levels of love hormone started to go down and started going to a much normal level than me being like a prepubescent 11-year-old going through puberty going, oh my god, a tree, I love it, it's so beautiful, I want to marry it. It's better than that, trust me. I don't know why I chose a tree, but I do love trees. I hope this video is useful, and I hope it's taught you something, and I hope it's taught you some science about your body. If you get to know your body, it's really, really good for you. It's one tool that you can use to defeat anorexia with. If you don't know your body and you don't know what's going on, then you can just be living in a perpetual state of fear. So I like to know what's going on in my body so that I can defeat anorexia by saying this is totally normal, this is what my body's doing. That's why I make these videos, and so I hope they're really useful. If you want to see more videos like this, then you can click subscribe down here. If you want to like this video, and go in the comments and just type away to your heart's content. And I will see you on Sunday with another recovery video. Catch you later.